Hi, I'm Shannon Rollings with Shannon Rollings Real Estate and want to discuss today with you how important it is to have an experienced professional guiding you through buying or selling to be sure you don't have financial or legal issues after closing. It's important to get guidance on how to pre-qualify a buyer before letting a stranger in your home. Just as important as it is to get guidance on signing a legal document to understand what really is in that legal document. And last, having a seller property condition report that discloses everything a buyer needs to know about a house prior to signing a contract is very important. And legally, in our area, you really should be providing that to a buyer prior to signing a contract. There are key things on there a buyer should know prior to making a decision about a home possibly. When we have a seller filling out a report, we always say, fill it out to the best of your knowledge. If you know the answer is yes, check yes. If it's no, check no and move on. If you don't know, check unknown. It does not require you to go back and do a lot of investigation about the property. It's just disclosing to the best of your knowledge what you know about the home. There are several areas that you want to disclose. For instance, first, what things are remaining with the property? A buyer visiting a vacant home, seeing a refrigerator, a washer dryer, and a storage building outside, they may assume those things are going to stay and may not indicate they want those things in the contract because they assume they're going to stay because you've already moved. Well, it's important that they know that ahead of time, so put that on your property condition report if those things are staying or not. What other things can they not see that they maybe need to know about? Like, do you have a septic tank system? It would be important for a buyer to know that so that they can get the septic inspected prior to closing. It would be devastating to find out after closing that there's a septic tank issue and it may cost the buyer $10,000 to remedy the problem because you didn't disclose there was a septic system on the property. That's another important thing for a buyer to know. Are there any significant defects the buyer should know? For instance, is there termite damage under that rug in the dining room and the buyer will not see it until after closing? Or is there a crack in a block in the foundation? A buyer should know about these things prior to closing. Is there a body governing that property that the buyer should know about? Is there an HOA, somebody that's going to prohibit them to bring in a storage building or have chickens on the property? Is there something like that that the buyer should know about ahead of time? And are there any hazardous waste on the property? If there is, for instance, an old propane tank that's leaking, wouldn't a buyer want to know that if they had well water so they could have the well water tested? All of those things can create problems for a buyer or seller after closing if they were not properly disclosed. I've had buyers and sellers come into my office after they are already in a contract that they entered on their own without guidance in a problem situation that they can't resolve. So it's important to have somebody on your side looking out for you, guiding you, whether you're a buyer or seller. If you have questions about it, give me a call. My team and I would love to help you. We're on standby 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you need an idea about what your house is worth, jump on my website, click on the valuation tool and check it out, or give me a call. I'd be glad to do a detailed analysis for you to let you know exactly what you can sell your home for in today's crazy environment. We look forward to seeing you next time.